Hi, this is Shanger Danger from Danger Film, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to blow bubble rings. You don't need to be an expert swimmer to blow bubble rings. All you need is a deep pool and a little bit of practice. Now, before we get into the water, let's go over a checklist of the things that you're going to need. A deep pool is probably the most important part. You'll want to try it in a pool that is at least 9 feet deep. Any shallower and the bubbles won't develop properly. You will also need goggles. I prefer them to a dive mask because they allow the lips to move freely, but you'll have to plug your nose with your hand. Finally, you'll need to be able to hold your breath for about 30 seconds. Now let's get in the water. To blow a bubble ring, push as much air into your mouth as you can. Then, quickly, blow it all out, and close your mouth as fast as possible. I also like to stick my tongue through my lips and pull it back as I'm blowing the air out. You don't have to do this, but I usually get better form in my bubbles when I do. It's very difficult to get a perfect bubble like the one that you're seeing now, but there are ways to increase your chances. The first is, of course, to practice. You're going to have to do this a lot before you get the hang of it. Also, you don't want your head to be at too much of an angle, and you want to make sure that the water is calm. Finally, you'll want to experiment with different mouth shapes. All of my friends do them differently, so you'll have to try it a few times before you find yours. So now you should be ready to go out and blow bubble rings. I'd love to see what you can do after watching this tutorial, so leave a video response if you make a video of your new skill. And don't forget to subscribe to see more videos from Danger Film.